Welcome back to NASCAR 25 career mode. We're here for the All-Star race at North Wilkesboro. We got a fully worked on car. It's a level 11 all the way through. It's 100% all the way through. It's 900 Ps. We're going to go see if we can win $1,000,000 here at the All-Star race. First, we're going to do a little bit of work on our non-all-star race cars. Actually, I want to do this on that, I believe. Do that. Do this. Do date. Alright, all done. Michigan car still needs some work, but the other ones are good to go as we get to those races. We have one urgent task left. Get the hell out of here and head to the all-star race. So let's do it. Alright, here is North Wilkesboro. Bell, Blaney, Byron, the ones to watch. I think that's the first time we've seen Blaney up there, unless he was probably up there for Daytona and Talladega, I guess. We didn't see him there because we went Xfinity racing. I'm going to go practice a little bit. 5 p.m. practice, 6 p.m. qualifying, and then we race for $1,000,000 buckaroonies. See you in a second. Alright, we are 12th after practice. Bell, Blaney, Byron, Elliott, Hamlin, Larson, Logano, Keselowski, Briscoe, and Reddick are your top 10 through practice. Only 23 cars since it's the All-Star race, so we're almost dead-ass middle. Let's qualify. We could loosen it up just a touch more, but I kind of have it at a spot where it's controllable. If I go any looser, I'm scared that we won't make it around the track and we'll just go woo woo in circles, but not the bigger circles, the little ones where you spin around. Whoa, like those circles. Those are the circles that I was scared about right there. See how I did like half of one there? That was all show and tell, so you knew what circles I was talking about. Don't worry about it. Let's get going. 18.1's the fastest time in qualifying at the moment. I don't know if we're last in qualifying or second or what we are. We're second. Whoever went first put down a hell of a lap. We do get 2 laps, so we can kind of build up on this first one. Get our eye back in after practice. Try and get this car turning through these corners really nice and hold as much momentum as we possibly can through. That was a terribly high entry, but we can get a low exit because of it. Not the entry I was looking for. Might have been early on the gas. It was. Here's a wall.
Okay, we're done.
It was still faster.
Solid run out there. You did your best.
13th. That's a top 15 qualifying. Hopefully we can make some passes. Ryan Blaney is your lead. 17-9. Holy hell. Bell, Byron, Hamlin, Elliott, Larson, Logano, Keselowski, Briscoe, and Reddick are your top 10. Then Chastain, Busher, and ourselves make out 13. Now there's 10 people behind me. Here we go. It's all-star time under the lights. Let's go get it. He's saying a lot of stuff. There's $1,000,000 on the line. That's all we care about. 63 laps is the distance that we're going to run, but it's a short track, so that's not a ton of distance.
10 away.
Here we go.
There's the green flag.
Green flag is in the air for the All-Star race.
Car high.
Does not appear to be a stager. I don't think this is one of the... Well, I guess I ran the All-Star race last season, but I was running such short races that
Clear outside.
I didn't run stages anyway. This one, but though, appears to not have stages. We will probably... Yeah, we do have to make a pit stop, though, so remember that. Get on the flat a little bit there. That wasn't great. Actually moved up on the restart, or the race start, which is not normal. Not a restart, just a regular start. Into the top 10 early here. So we start to slide up behind Keselowski, get in front of Briscoe. Oh, that was close to the wall. I kind of wish the races were no stage, just go all in. I mean, it might be tough in this game specifically on a long run, because if you have a couple green flag stops, you're losing 6 to 10 seconds just because of the game. But I kind of miss the full long races. That's what we ran in ARCA so long ago in this career mode. It was the race that was the length and there were no stages. I think at some point in our throwback career mode, we're going to go to the races without stages. Maybe for one game, or like every other game, we'll go back to no stages, because I do appreciate a good long run and a good non-staged race. Oh, not going to get off the corner that time, up into the wall. We found our way to 10th, but we've kind of stalled out there early. Got Hocevar right behind us, trying to catch up to us. Blaney's about a quarter of the way around the track up ahead. He's the leader still. Alright, we've clapped a couple walls here. Hocevar's caught back up to us. I was just thinking about the fact that this race will probably get more interesting once we get to lap traffic. If we get to lap traffic, I mean, only 23 cars on the track. Blaney will probably get there at some point. I don't know how long it'll take us to get there. We're starting to not be able to turn at all, though, which is not great. Hocevar is on us now. Our long run looks like it's going to trend very tight. But for now, we've held him off.
Car inside. Clear bottom.
He's right there, though. We'll see if he can get to us. Oh, boy. I'm definitely falling off of Keselowski, though. I don't know. Maybe as the tires wear, it will loosen back up. We're almost 50% on the worst tire right now. But we're working really tight. On the pit stop, I may loosen it up a little bit just so we don't have to go through this super tight phase. Because I think we're not going to have a super long run to the end. Now I got to start thinking about not getting lapped by Blaney. Starting to hold up Hocevar and Briscoe, it looks like. Only on lap 16 here. Might be starting to come back to us a little bit. Let's see, right now we're like a little over 2.5 seconds behind Keselowski. Let's see if we can bring it down a little bit. I think we're actually losing time. But we're pulling back out a gap to Hocevar, so that's something. Almost on lap 20 here. Almost a third of the way through the race already. Yeah, we're definitely still losing time to Keselowski, but we're opened the gap up a little bit to Hocevar, so still just 10th. I mean, for us, it's been a fairly boring race. We got to 10th early, and then we've just been here for the last 15 or so laps. Blaney looks like he's just getting to the back of the field right now. He's like a little less than half a lap behind me, so we do need to start getting going. Hopefully as he gets to those lap cars, he gets slowed up a bit and we can kind of work our way a little further away from him. I think we might be starting to reel Keselowski back in now. I think the times I'm looking at would suggest that. Or maybe we're just about the same. Alright, we found the back of the pack. Why is Gregson in this race? What was the... Maybe he ran and... Did he get one of the open spots for this race? So they put him in the game to run this race? I don't know. I don't know why he's in this race. But we're right behind him now. So we start to work our way in. We have started to close back on Keselowski. Our tire warning just came on just now. We're right around, if not just tipping into the under 2 second mark to Keselowski. We kind of maintained a Blaney for the last few laps, so he's not getting any closer to us, at least. That doesn't mean we're getting any closer to a win. Just means we're getting further away from going down a lap. Stenhouse is going to hold me up here a little bit. That doesn't help.
Hold your line. Clear high if you want it.
Now we continue the run after Keselowski. The car's gotten a lot better the last few laps. Starting to be able to turn it again. They're starting to go through lap traffic as well, which is probably helping me a ton. It still seems like we're maintaining that gap back to Blaney right now, so we're just over halfway now. Suarez, the next car up to put a lap down. A lap down to me, at least. He's already a lap down to the leader.
Outside now.
We're inside of a second to Keselowski. Well, we were for a second. Now we're not. And now we are again. So they pull up on the back of, I think that's Nemechek. Should probably pay attention to where the pit entrance is, since I think we're getting somewhat close to pit stops. There's the exit. Where's the entrance? Okay, end of the back straight. You got it. We can do that. I think. Try and go by Nemechek here.
Outside now. Clear high if you want it.
Go on that flat again a little bit, but maintain. Now all over Keselowski. We're going to get our first spot since, like, I don't know, 25 laps ago. If we can get the pass done. See if we can go up the inside here down into 3.
We're outside.
Whoa, a little sideways. We hold on to it though, we nose ahead. And we're up to 9th.
Stay low. Clear high.
Now going after 8th here is Chastain, and then a long way up to Logano, who's almost 5 seconds ahead of Chastain. So we've got a haul ahead of us. Logano and Larson are the next two up.
Clear, clear.
It's Kyle Busch that we're going to put in a lap down here.
Door.
Right in front of him, teammate Austin Dillon. We're up to 8th. We've got a long way to go to get to Joey Logano. 4 and a bit seconds.
Easy on your tires now.
We'll see if that's even doable in 20 laps. There's a pit stop mixed in there probably, so
One low.
roll to the outside of Dylan here, try and get the power down and get by him. I don't know that that was any faster than just waiting for him and going underneath him down the straight, but it works out. We are starting to, seems like, maybe close back in on Blaney a little bit. We got the gap down to 12.8 a few times there, but then it goes back to 12.9. There's 12.8 again. 12.7. There's a wall. We pull up to Bowman. 20 to go. How close are we to this pit stop? I think that's at 6 laps. So not far. Nobody's coming yet. I guess I'll see you in a second for the pit stop. Alright, Blaney's coming down to pit right now. I'm gonna actually do the same. 4 tires, a can of fuel. We'll loosen it up just a little bit. Looks good. Let's go. We're still working our way through traffic here. Oh my god. Oops, that's not reverse. Well, that's ruined the race for us. Oh, that wasn't even the line. I'm glad I slowed down so much for that line. That's awful. Well.
On your toes now.
Alright, we're back up on the track. 20th, 2 laps down. Hell yeah. That's great. Glad I spun it out coming in. Let me let these guys cycle through and we'll see where we're at. Alright, as we're cycling through here, I've ended up behind Keselowski again. Here on lap 51, go down to 52. Oh, Suarez is in there for a second, but he's pitting. So we actually, I don't even know if we're going to lose a spot from, I guess we lost to Keselowski and Chastain is the 2 we lost to. Chastain's on the lead lap, so he's just up ahead of Blaney. So we're just trying to get back to Keselowski and Chastain again, I guess. You know, I've kind of taken myself out of the chance for a win because we're now a lap down. Stuck behind Kyle Busch right now. Stenhouse is not going to help coming out of the pits. Braxton's really slow at the top there. Need these guys to get out of the way so I can just drive past them and go. I think this is, I mean, we might get Keselowski, probably not going to get Chastain. So I think he's closer up to where Blaney is on the mini-map. Although Keselowski's not that far behind that, so if we get one of them, we might get the other. Yeah, he's about halfway through the corner. I just saw him through the buildings there in the infield. Or the pit boxes or whatever that is. Well, it might be a 10th place finish. Top 10 the All-Star race, not bad, but it's not going to pay you anything. Alright, 2 to go as we head off into turn 1 here. We're not going to get Keselowski. We're getting lapped by, that was 3rd and 4th, is Elliott and Bell. I think this is Hamler right behind us in 5th. And then we're just sitting back here in 10th. It's not a bad run. Just not really, did never get a chance to race for anything good today. Is what it is. We're not going to be the All-Star, but we are going to be in the playoffs later this season with a chance for championship. So,
Top 10, solid race.
it is what it is. Ryan Blaney going to win the All-Star race here, get himself $1 million. Byron, Elliott, Bell, Hamlin, Logano, Larson, Chastain, Keselowski, and myself, top 10. There's the rest of them. At some point, Gregson passed Stenhouse Jr. and was not last. All right, 2,500 rep on that one for our top 10. Grit and Glory at North Wilkesboro. North Wilkesboro was a stage, and the... I can't read. Blaney won. Who cares? My brain don't work enough to read right now. Oh, I've yet again won 25 races. Interesting. I don't know why it told me after this race and last race, but sure. Nobody got any points because it's the All-Star race. That ain't how it works. We did use up a bit of our car. Next time out, we're going to Charlotte. We got a double, including the 600 longest race in NASCAR. And the Xfinity race doesn't have a name. It's just Charlotte Motor Speedway. So come on back for that tomorrow. Thanks for watching this episode of All-Star Racing here at North Wilkesboro. See you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye now.